The cool and mysterious new kid on the block, the Blackwater is an instant fan favorite for its punchiness right out the box, and its obscure design and darkly humorous description. Today is all about the croc killer, y'all. Let's talk about the Blackwater. Its mag-fed design is similar to something like a land stand revolver, but much larger in size, like a Magnum Research BFR. Pop quiz, hotshot, what does BFR stand for? Brainerd's first revolver, big frame revolver, biggest finest revolver, or even big fucking revolver? Personally, I would accept any of those as the correct answer. But technically, biggest finest revolver is what the acronym officially stands for currently. If you thought that was a tricky question, let me ask you this. What inspired the creation of this gun? It might not be as simple an answer as you think. The obvious starting point is the name. Blackwater is one of many iconic locations in the fantastic open-world cowboy game Red Dead Redemption 2. Cowboys use revolvers, case closed. Well, just hold your horses there, bucko, because there's a few problems with this theory. For one, Red Dead 2 doesn't feature any crocodiles, and the batshit insane description for the Blackwater specifically states that's what it's designed for. Mag-fed hand cannon made to kill anything you can think of, like for example, crocodiles. Oh yeah? What do you call this, Dot? That's you, by the way, and that's an American alligator. And you can't even find those anywhere near the town of Blackwater. You'd have to go all the way past Flatiron Lake to get to the Lemoyne area of Red Dead 2 if it's gator wrestling you're looking for. I can see why a lot of people made the knee-jerk assumption to link this gun to Arthur Morgan and Company, but it just doesn't add up when crocodiles have never been a part of the Red Dead series. Don't worry though, I'm determined to figure out this beautiful bastard's origin story. I thought maybe it was inspired by Crocodile Dundee, but I don't know much about those movies, and what I found just left me confused.
I don't need a gun. I've got a donk.
You've got a what? Donk.
Putting aside the name and style of the gun, the Inspect animation reminded me of a movie that I do know very well. Tombstone is chock full of iconic moments with a brilliant cast of characters. The fan favorite, Doc Holliday, is simply one of the best characters in all of storytelling. And all this revolver flipping and fumbling going on took me back to Doc embarrassing Johnny Ringo with his slick shot glass tricks. The only problem with this theory is we likely already have a Tombstone-inspired revolver in Sulfur. I'm 99% sure the Pale Horse Top Clipper is a reference to that scene introducing Curly Bill's gang, but we'll get more into that some other time. Back to the topic at hand, the Blackwater has me stumped. I want to figure out its genesis, but its wild description and name have me in a haze of confusion. I know I should just let it go and move on, but I need answers. There's no way Perfect Random is designing guns built for killing cute little crocs just for the hell of it. It has to be a reference. I decided to dumb it down as much as possible. Mag-fed revolver made for killing crocodiles movie. And Google's Reddit history scouring AI bot actually had something for me. A horror movie from 2007 called Rogue. I want to take this at face value and believe that the protagonist of the film really does blast a few holes in a man-hunting rogue crocodile, but as we all know, AI often pulls random shit out of its ass when it's cornered like this. So I'm gonna have to go rogue. Does that make sense? Whatever. For absolute certainty, I'm gonna have to watch this Australian creature feature, but at least the cast is decently stacked, so I'm hoping I'm in for a good time. Alright, well, did you notice I didn't put in a spoiler warning back there when I showed you what I found out about this movie? That's because Google's crappy AI bot was feeding me nothing but lies, as I expected. At least Rogue was a pretty decent movie, and hey, the dog's name is Kevin. You can look up if the dog dies on your own if you want. The last possible connection I could think of is some people refer to swamp water as Blackwater, and crocodiles can be found in swamps. Nah, fuck that. I'm going straight to the source. I'm gonna talk to the very person who designed the Blackwater and get the proper closure that we Sulfies deserve.
I'm Dunkwad, as a lot of people would probably know me, or James Mullins, and I do the gun art, well, some of the gun art in Sulfur.
We're here because the Blackwater is like It's insane. Like,
Yes.
and looking at the Blackwater, and especially its description, where it says, and I'm going off the top of my head here, it says like a gun that excels in a lot of things, especially killing crocodiles, or something along those lines.
I'll tell you the origin of that.
Can I run
Oh.
by? Because I watched an entire
Yeah.
like hour and a half movie that I'd never heard of. Just because I was like,
Yeah.
maybe it's from this. I'm going to tell you all of them.
Okay.
You could tell me if one of them is right or not. We'll go from there. Red Dead Redemption 2, Rogue, which is it's a 2007 creature feature Australian film. I was trying to link as much as I could. Have you seen
I
that
forgot
one?
about that movie. That's a good movie.
Yeah, and I was like, I had to watch it, but I was like, it wasn't bad. Like the cast was like surprisingly really good.
Yeah, I forgot about that movie. It's so funny.
Well, it gets even weirder because I bet you forgot that the dog's name was Kevin. And I was like, no way. This.
Oh, true.
And then I also had Crocodile Dundee, the second movie, which has Donk. And is Donk Quad in any relation to
really?
that character?
Nah,
No.
that's an interesting coincidence.
So what does Donk mean? Does that have a meaning?
I just changed my username one day. It used to be something like Catman or something like that. But I changed it to Dunkwad because I've always been obsessed with Shrek. And that's where it comes from.
That's crazy that you live in Australia. I'm assuming you were born there, lived your most of your life there, and then there's a Crocodile Dundee movie with a guy named Donk, and I was like, I'm putting the pieces together. I should have had a corkboard up. I literally thought I was onto something. And then Tombstone, but I don't think it's Tombstone because I think maybe the Pale Horse Top Clipper is the Tombstone reference. A really silly one I had was a lot of people refer to swamp water as Blackwater, and I thought maybe that could be as simple as that.
Well, I'll tell you what it is. It's none of those.
Oh, really? No.
It's just faming. All these things are just coincidence. This is like the sketching process. So I'll find a few guns and sketch over them. And these are the colors I use to just get the silhouette and the shape, pretty much. And I showed this to Skelett and I was like, hey, how's this look? Does this look good? And he said crocodile because the colors look like crocodile.
There's no way.
And I said, oh, that's actually a cool idea. And then it went down into more of that crocodile design. So that's pretty much it.
Well, I could have never guessed that in a million years.
The thought process, obviously I wanted it to make a bit of sense, is crocodiles have pretty thick skulls and like you want a big caliber to like, that's all that is. See the trigger? It's kind of like a crocodile claw finger. The sliders a bit like scales, and then early designs had leather, crocodile leather.
Oh.
Yeah, on the final design, that's it there.
That's what it ended up as.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's all just one big inside joke.
Pretty much.
Before we joined the call, I saw that your liked games was Red Dead Redemption. And I was like, oh, maybe I was wrong.
I only realized that after the gun came out. I was like, oh, Blackwater is a town in Red Dead Redemption. The name Blackwater is just a name of a marsh or a swamp. I was thinking,
So I was like half right.
Generic name. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll take half points. Is it based off of the land stand and a BFR?
I just wanted to go really Western country type thing. So I went with like an old Western style Colt and a Smith & Wesson.
Where'd you get the idea for the cylinder and the clip?
Oh, sorry. It is from a Lansted. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Cool.
But I only I didn't even know the name. I just saw it in passing at some point.
Would you be wanting to do this with the Chimera Rapid as well when I get to that?
Oh, definitely.
Sick.
I'll do it for all the designs if you want.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
I'd love to share all the ideas behind it because I admire stuff like that as well.
I had one last super serious question for you. This is the big one.
Yeah.
Do you think Zatura is going to be mad at me since we did the interview, but it was his idea?
think he'll be salty, but I think he'll be alright.
Alright. As mentioned at the beginning of the video, the Blackwater is the new hotness in Sulfur, having dropped alongside the Chimera Rapid in the Telia support update barely even a month ago. Despite being a highly usable weapon class with trinkets and armor that give damage bonuses, the Blackwater is the first revolver to be added to Sulfur since the launch of Early Access, which was like a really long time ago, gang. Being the 5th edition, this weapon class climbs out of neglected isolation, leaving just rifles as the smallest roster in Sulfur. Let's see if the Blackwater can take the throne from the chosen one, the Wyatt Pulsar. Well, not in the durability department, but it still comes in at a respectable 3rd place with 3000 durability. I saw that some people were confused with how I'm ranking damage numbers in these portfolio videos, so I thought I'd give y'all a quick FYI. To check for bonuses of any kind, I chisel all weapons in a class to the same caliber, usually whatever is most common. But the revolver class is rounded out perfectly, with each gun starting in a different ammo type. So I just rechambered all of them except for the Pulsar, obviously, to 50 BMG, seemed fitting for the gun in question. Doing this showed that there is no damage bonus for the Blackwater, and it lives under the Wyatt Pulsar with the rest of the gang. You can consider this 2nd or 5th place, it's a 4-way tie. Since the Wyatt Pulsar can't be bothered to have its RPM shown in game, I'm giving 1st place to the Blackwater for the category. Alright, time for a quick humbling for the Blackwater, as it takes 2nd place for magazine size with one of the most complex reloading systems in any game, really. Having 4 bullets in the cylinder and 8 in the magazine, but using any of the 4 reserved ammo will result in having to reload twice to get back to max ammo at the ready. Recoil is a bit comical at 35, putting it at the bottom of the ranking in 5th place. Thank goodness it's not full auto. For now. Last but not least, 2nd place in spread, tied with the Palor's Top Clipper and the 357 Balthazar. It's debatable if this booming beast should be considered the new top dog, but its starting caliber alone demands your respect. One of only a few powerful guns in Sulfur that doesn't require any building to clean house. It's the Blackwater. I understand that this is probably the worst video to do this in, but the Qiosk's Plenty update just came out and I just uploaded the video for everything that was added in it. You're probably aware that that includes another new revolver, the Death's Toll, but the issue is even the Sulfur Wiki doesn't have the information on the gun. And with you being so smart, attractive, and aware, I'm sure you noticed that I use the wiki for a lot of the weapon stats when I do these showcases. So I'm once again asking for your forgiveness, and let's hope the next Sulfur update doesn't do this to me for a 3rd time. Why the hell did it even happen twice? It might not need any enchantments or attachments, but I still cook something up to stop baddies anyways. Revolvers and Sulfur all share the same low weight of 5, which means they're great for mobile sulfies. You know what else is great for us? Stable hip oil, which offers a staggering minus 62% recoil at only the cost of ADS. That's fine, we'll be zipping around anyways. Ain't got no time for all that aiming nonsense. In fact, I'll double down with Hip Blaster oil. That's a free plus 25% damage increase. What are they gonna do? Remove the reticle? Don't get any ideas, Perfect Random. If we really want to fan the hammer, we're gonna need a gun crank. Not only for style points, but also to eliminate extra reflexes in the middle of firefights. It's not too shabby right now, but I think it'd be a whole lot better if it was ripping right through bad guys. So let's toss on the Scroll of Holy Fire. That gives plus 999 bullet penetration, a bullet penetration damage multiplier of 50%, the railgun effect, and minus 50% RPM. That minus 50% RPM is a real buzzkill, I won't lie. We could do no look oil, which gives a gun plus 30% RPM at the cost of aiming, but I really liked the feel of this build before Holy Fire slowed it down. So we'll do fragile system oil instead. That negates the 50% RPM penalty while only taking 15% off of durability. That's really not that bad. We're in luck. We don't have to play the age-old game of slow punch versus glass cannon, because the railgun effect removes bullet speed penalties, so it's an obvious choice what to put for the final oil. For the barrel, I went with the Bresnik BMD, tactical, to reduce the recoil a tiny bit more as well as bring the spread down to 1.7. Can't finish a build without weapon insurance, and if you have a gold laser, it would work really well here for that added 20% crit chance, you know, since we can't ADS to get any bonuses from sights. But I don't expect anyone to just have the rarest item in the game lying around, so I went with the teal laser sight, but you can pick any color that you like, of course. This right here is one of the most comfortable mob busters I've ever had the pleasure of using in Sulfur, giving me the option to skate around with my ass wheel and knee pads, one-tapping pretty much every enemy type in the game. For the bigger adversaries, it will take a few shots, but if you bob and weave, you can take down the biggest and baddest the game has to offer. You can always beef the damage all the way up to 1,371 with a proper cowboy loadout if you'd like, but I had mobility in mind when cooking up this build. It's no surprise this gun shot up to the top of most players' favorites list upon its release. It's super strong while still being easy to handle, it's got a silly background, and it's the first new revolver in the world of Sulfur. What's not to love about the Blackwater? I'm not complaining that we have 3 corrections in 2 videos. If anything, I think it's a testament to Sulfur growing so much in its early access. But I can't forget to mention that Qiosk's Plenty update also increased the weight of the Blackwater, which makes it so not all of the revolvers are in the same weight class anymore. This build still plays really well with mobility, and if you're something of an ass wheel knee pad scientist yourself, you won't feel too much of a difference at all. Now listen, I'll be the first to shout my love for the wiki and all the hard work that goes into it. But at the moment, it doesn't give the exact number for the Blackwater's weight change for me to share with y'all. What I found in the dev mode is that all of the OG revolvers share the same movement speed of 99.75%, while the Blackwater sits at 84%. And the death tolls is 92.4% for whatever reason. No, come on, I think I was wearing my plate carrier and Sulfurs, but come on, baby. The Sulfurs never come off. Pretend like those numbers were actually 95% for the OG group, 80% for the Blackwater, and 88% for Death's Toll. Could you do that for me, sweetie? Is that okay? Daddy Dot's a bit busy doing all of this extra work to get out of doing the extra work of redoing this entire video. I mean, I wouldn't have to do this in such an odd way if every single gun didn't show weapon weight 1 on this stat screen. Or if, I don't know, we got a new rifle for the first time since the Desert update instead of 2 revolvers back to back? Great, now some people are gonna think I don't like the Death's Toll, but I do. So don't you ever put words in my mouth again, you little punk ass bitch. I'm done, dude. Shit, everything's a mess in the Blackwater community. I knew the Blackwater would be a heavy favorite after having to exclude it from the Balthazar video, but I didn't think it would have more than double the votes of the runner-up Blaster. You know what, let's keep this whole democracy thing going by having you guys comment which gun you'd like to see next. Whichever one gets the most comments will be the winner and be the subject of the next showcase. Well shoot, I feel like I've already won because of the dang homies that decided to become members of this channel. We're talking about a group of people that go out of their way to give some extra support to my family and I every month, and they don't have to do that, but they do it anyways out of the kindness of their friggin' hearts. As always, much love to the 1-year members. You guys keep sticking around. I'll keep making videos for you. I got you, buds. And as for those homie pluses, I gotta say thank you to Anton Stills, C4 Medic 4, Wicked Wicker, KT Monkey, Bronco Teklinski, Kyle Rackley, Pineapple Soup, and Lonely Purple Zealot 1566. We can't forget about the homie Golds, can we? They're amazing people, and actually one of them has just upgraded. That's Uncle Cantaloupe. Thank you so much, bro. You really did not have to do that. But neither did Slick Willie 988, Dookie Booty, or Joe Winkler 3469. I gotta say, I love them all for it. I love you guys. I love them. man. I do. Oh, heck, I love all of this group. And I also love the people that watch all the way to this point in the video, comment on the video, like the video, smash the subscribe button. I'm dying inside doing this little spiel, man. I thought I was more punk rock than this. It's just, whatever. I just appreciate you. Okay, one last thing to do is the Kevin's Build Helper. Imagine if I made that the song. Oh, I couldn't do it. That's might be the first time I've ever sang in an edited video and I didn't cut it out. I might cut it out. We'll see. We'll see. But you know what we're about to do, baby? We're about to randomize the Blackwater. Let's see what we got going on. This looks doable. This might be the first time it doesn't look like ass. Alright, this time I remember to include the game audio. Okay, I knew this one wouldn't be that bad, man. That is not bad. Hey, hold on. I want to kill somebody else with it, dude. Let's see. Let's see. Give me another guy to kill, man. Let's go. Come on. This is actually usable, and I'm... Oh, my God. Oh, no. Did I accidentally, like, show myself up here by randomization? Am I just, like... Not even as good as a bot, like a randomizer bot. Oh boy. I knew eventually the Blackwater would make me have an existential crisis. Yes. I just didn't know it would be from this. The very end.